All right, here we go. I have the answer key on here somewhere. Here we go. So I'm going to put that up for you from the homework last night. So make sure that you check your homework, see if there's any errors, and it would help if I turned the screen on for the rest of you. I have it going in the Google Meet, at least, the recording. I want to talk about anything that you got wrong on here. This would not be the right screen. Let's try this. I've got two computers. I have my home computer here, and then I've got the school computer here because the home computer pulls up this stuff better than the school one at the current state we're in with our technology here. And so I have to toggle between those. It's supposed to be a nice, beautiful day here in Wisconsin, guys. Enjoy it. It's probably the last nice, warm day we get for. I hope not, but probably. Yeah, it's supposed to just get stupid cold. Today's supposed to be a high of
52.
52.
52 was 48 this morning. Yeah, I know.
It's 50 right now.
It was 52.
Yeah, it's going 52. So
37.
it's supposed to be the nicest day
7:37.
for a while, and then it's just supposed to get cold and gloomy. No snow,
No.
Corey. Maybe a chance of flurries on Tuesday of next week, but nothing much. So nothing considerable. Just gloomy and cold and nippy. All right. So questions or issues on any of the stuff that you see up here? Is there anything that you're not understanding how to do at this point? Yes, sir. Talk to me.
Hydroxide, so we put parentheses around that, even though it doesn't have like an actual number for the hydrogen.
Right, because you have to show that you're getting both the oxygen and the hydrogen with that 3. Otherwise, you would only have 3 hydrogens, you only have 1 oxygen, and that does not work. You've got 3 hydroxides, so you've got to apply that 3 to everything. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's a very common error that people make, so I'm glad you're catching that early and getting that out of your practice, or getting the parentheses into your practice. All right, what else?
Is it safe to assume that these are kind of like exponents? Just around the inside, and the parentheses for the outside, which
I wouldn't consider it
kind
an
of.
exponent.
I would think of them as like distributed.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
be more like parentheses where
Yeah.
you're distributing through the parentheses.
They have 3x and then there's an x plus 1.
I wouldn't say exponent. So, okay.
That's what we do. That's why I like that.
So you're
That would
feeling
be
good
nice.
about these? These are, yes ma'am, talk to me.
I have been messing up the one with the metal and the Roman numeral.
Okay. So when you have those, the Roman numeral is going to tell you what charge it is. So this lead, for example, which is the one that I kind of messed up. I didn't have lead written down, I had iron. So lead, they have that as a +4 charge. Okay. So if that is a +4 and your oxygen is a -2, what is your least common multiple between those? 4. 4 is your least common multiple. Okay. So that means that I need to get this one up to 4. So I need 2 of these and 1 of these. So that's going to be PbO2. Does that did that answer your question about the Roman numeral?
Yeah.
Okay. So that tells you the charge of this guy because he has multiple options. Lead, I think, is 2 and 4 for its options, if I remember correctly. What else? Everybody else okay? These are good questions. I'm glad you guys are bringing up questions. Okay. So yes, the polyatomics, the hydroxide has to be in parentheses. And these parentheses are going to tell you the charge of that atom.
Are we naming them today?
We are. So we're going from here to here today. So we're doing the opposite today. Now, out of the 2 skills, the one that you have, like, is more critical than the other is the one that I taught you yesterday. Like, if I had to choose and you could only learn one of the 2, this would be the one that you would learn. Okay? But you need to know how to do both. So don't blow either one of these off because you're going to need both of them. All right, you good with this? You ready to move on from the answer key? Okay, so I want you to flip over to the sheet that looks like this. I will make that smaller so you can actually see what it looks like. Maybe I will try to make it smaller so you see what it looks like. Okay, so have you found that sheet? Everybody good?
Yeah, don't worry, everyone.
Wow, we're so worried about them.
All right. You should also have your periodic table out. You're going to need that today as well. So get those 2 things out, and then, of course, something to write with. Okay. I'm going to enlarge this so that it's easier for you to see what I'm doing. All right. So the first ones that we're going to start with are naming, and we're going to be naming these with just single elements, okay? So first of all, you're always going to write the cation out, the name of that. So you start with that. Then you go to your periodic table and you're going to look this up and you're going to see if it has more than one option or not. It doesn't. And honestly, none of these first ones do, but I'm just telling you that what the steps are. So if it doesn't, then you're going to just proceed to write what this is out. Okay? So this is what element? Sulfur. It comes from the periodic table, so what are we going to do to the end of it? Make it ide. So this is going to be magnesium. Oh, why did that change colors? That's weird. Okay, well, we'll just keep it then. Magnesium sulfide. Okay, comes off the periodic table. We're going to change the ending to ide for the anion. Good. So this one is going to be barium. Check and see if it has more than one option. It doesn't. So then we just proceed with the anion. So this is going to be chlor. Chlor what? Chloride. Right. We changed the ending to ide. This is silver. Silver is right underneath copper. Does it have, copper's 29. Does it have more than one option? No. Okay, then we go on and we name our anion. This is bromine then. Bromine becomes bromide. This is calcium. Okay. Calcium is in the second column. Does it have more than one option? No. So we go on to our anion. Fluoride. Okay. Everybody cool with those? Yes, sir.
But yeah. Maybe it was just because I crossed it off wrong, but wouldn't it be two negatives? Chlorine and chlorine?
This is calcium and fluorine.
That, okay, never mind. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. We have magnesium here. This is going to be what? Magnesium chloride. Zinc. Does zinc have more than one option? Nope. So we go on. What is this going to be? This is oxygen. What does it change to? Oxide. Yep. Not oxygenide.
Ew.
Oxide. Yep, exactly.
Is that an answer someone's giving you before?
You'd be surprised. All right, we've got sodium. Sodium has one option. So this becomes sodium. This is iodine. Iodine becomes iodide. This is potassium. This is astatine, so this becomes astatine. All right. Easy enough? Yeah, that's the easy stuff. We'll get into the harder stuff here coming up. All right, let's go down here. We're going to be putting some polyatomic ions to work. Again, these are just single ion options. So this is ammonium. Remember, that's one of those polyatomic cations that we deal with. And then what is this guy called? Sulfate. Yep. Here's lithium. He only has one choice. What is this guy here? All of this mess.
Chromium and
Dichromate, right. So lithium dichromate. This is calcium, one option. And what is this guy right here? Corbin should know that one. All right. This is our ammonium again. And what is this? Sulfite. Right. This was sulfate. It had 4. This is sulfite. All right. How you feeling on that first column of those guys?
Good.
Making sense?
So should we start with just what elements makes up that anion? So the sulfur and oxygen, and then from there determine what suffix it has?
Yeah. Yep. So you're gonna see this, okay? If you saw this, you would go, oh, that's a polyatomic ion. I gotta find something like that on my sheet. You're not gonna find this on your sheet, but you're gonna find this on your sheet. And then you go, oh, it's just one less oxygen. I changed that A to an I. Clear up all that clutter. Everybody okay with the first column of that section? All right, see if you can do the next column on your own. And I will put the answers up momentarily. But I gotta remember to post grades this week. Okay, let me start putting these up. This one has two options for naming. This could be sodium hydrogen carbonate. Which is the long version, or you could do sodium what?
Bicarbonate.
Bicarbonate, right? Which is much less words.
Anyone's writing.
Yep. All right, this is potassium permanganate.
I was gonna.
This is calcium. Yes, Corey.
Calcium carbonate.
Carbonate. And what is the lazy version of this one?
What is the easy version?
Sodium biphosphate. Or probably most of you wrote sodium hydrogen phosphate. Huh? Oh, Lord. Okay, maybe it's not biphosphate. I don't know. Okay, fine. I won't do that then. But what was it? Dihydrogen phosphate. All right. Wonder if I can't call that biphosphate. NaH2PO4. No, they call it dihydrogen phosphate.
Yeah, they call hydrogen sulfate bisulfate, so it wouldn't make sense poorly.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping. I was trying to get easy on this. I can't get easy on that one. Okay. No cheating on that one. All right, here we go. Moving on. Polyatomic ions, more. Go. And then we get the fun. The transition elements are going to be the fun ones. All right, check your column 1 here. Did you notice that this was a nitrite and this was a nitrate and this was a sulfite? Did I catch anybody on those? Or are you getting those right? Doing good? Question now? Or you got it?
No, I
Got caught? Yep. I'll catch you on those. I'm sneaky that way, so be careful. I'll catch you on quizzes that way too, so be careful. All right, over here then, we move over to this column.
What does the S mean?
Where? Here?
I think it's a typo in G, the subscript
Oh. Yeah, it should be a 3.
There's 2 of it. After this.
Which one's the homework page? Writing formulas? I screwed up.
That's gonna be one of them.
Okay. This is the one for.
All right, you ready? You doing okay on these? Now, and Ben, you may even want to listen to this a little bit, even though you're ahead of me, because I may have a couple hints here that may make what you were doing a little easier. Okay? But far be it from me to try to tell you what to do. All right, here we go. You ready? So, when you are doing these, you're going to look at these and you're going to go, okay, this is copper. Copper has 2 options. Now, don't start with the 2 options for copper. Don't start there. Start with this guy because your anion only has 1 option. Okay? So look up chlorine. Chlorine is a -1. Okay? So if this is a -1, -1 times 2 is what? -2. To get to 0, this side has to be a +2, and we've only got 1 of them. So 2 divided by 1 makes that a +2. Okay? So then in Roman numerals, you're going to write that 2 in Roman numerals. And then you just finish this out the way I was showing you before. Does that make sense? So always start, when you're trying to figure out the numbers, always start with your anion because it's only got 1 option. Does that make sense? All right, so let's do the next one together and see how it works. So the next one, again, copper has 2 options. I've got to figure out what's going in here. So I'm going to start with my anion. So that's a -2. Over here, that means that this side has to be a +2. If this is a +2, 2 divided by 2 is 1. So that's what my Roman numeral is. And then I finish this out. All right. The next one's going to get, well, why is that? That's not written right, is it?
You mean for it to be manganese?
Oh, it is. Okay. So this, which one's gone? This one?
Yeah.
Okay, that one's gone. Okay. That's good because that was written wrong. Okay. So see if you can figure out what this answer, now that we've got that cleared up, is going to look like. When we get over on the other side, G is going to be a little trickier. So I want to go through G with you. Looks like I have F is the same thing on here. Is that the same thing on yours?
No, for us, F is COCl2.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah, F is our C.
All right. So did you get mercury 2 chloride? Good. Have you tried this one yet? Mm-hmm. How did I get that? Well, oxygen's always a -2. If oxygen's a -2, then this side is a -10. This side has to be a +10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Good? Questions? You doing okay?
Also, these not doing like the I and whatnot.
Yep, this one will have an 8 and 8
Oh,
ending here. Okay. So this is 10, all right? You got to figure out what goes in that blank. Well, ClO3 is always a -1. I have 2 of those. So this side is going to be a -2, making this side a +2. And I've got 1 of them, so it has to be a +2. And that's chlor8 then. First column, anybody need me to talk you through anything on there that doesn't make sense? Talk to me. Did that help a little bit, Ben? Did that help a little bit where I talked about starting with the anion first? No. Never mind. I should just give you all my resources and let you, like, you know, just zoom ahead.
What are we doing? Are we just working on?
I probably will have one of those little practice quizzes for you tomorrow. I'll let you, I know you are. You're going to a funeral. So I'll probably have one of those little practice quizzes for you. And then it's a work day on 7-5, which is a longer assignment. It's like 4 pages, I believe.
when do we figure out the chemical makeup for coffee? It's only 2.
Okay, but it's 4 columns. How's that sound? Okay. Caffeine. That's organic chem. We don't get into that. All right, here's cobalt chloride. So cobalt, and this is going to be cobalt 2 chloride. How did I get the 2? Well, I know that this is a -1. I know that I have to have a -2 on this side and a +2 over here. I have 1 of them, so that has to be a +2. Now this guy is going to get a little tricky. So watch me on this guy. Okay, here's iron. All right, I know I need parentheses. I just got to figure out what's going to go in them. Oxygen is a -2. So if this is a -2 and I've got 1 of them, this has to be a +2. Well, a lot of people look at the charges down here without actually, they'll look and see there's no 2's here. And then they're like, where did you get the 2 from?
Oh, because
Right.
the rest of them, it's all present.
Yep. And then you just finish that guy out. Now here, this is a -2, which makes this a -6. This side has to be a +6. But iron is not a 6. It's actually, we have to take this 6 and divide by the 2. It makes it a +3. Good. Make logical sense there. All right. So see if you can do the next two. The last one, J, is a little more confusing again. So see if you can do that. We'll go over its answer in just a second. Now this one, like I said, this one's gonna get a little tricky on you. Okay, for some of you. This is a -1. This is a +6. So this has to be a, I'm sorry, this is a -6. I can't keep pluses and minuses going on apparently today. Can't keep my pen going either. There we go. This is a +6. So this guy is going to be a +6. Now, do you know how to write 6 in Roman numerals? Okay, it's VI. Okay, 4 is IV. 6 is VI. So be careful with that. And then this is going to be nitrite. Right, nitrite, because we have one less oxygen here. Okay? All right. So your homework tonight is going to be a couple different things. I kind of goofed in your packet. I know you're surprised. You're like, are you serious, lady? Like, you never mess up anything.
Never.
You know, it happens. So I want you to go back one sheet, and you're going to find a sheet that looks like this. See that? That's part 1. So that's going to be your part 1. And let me find it on here. I had it downloaded. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. I know I downloaded it. Downloads. There we go. So those are the notes that we just went over here. Okay, with all the answers except for that one little goof up that I had with the. Okay, so this is your part 1 right here. Okay, so you're going to do that. And then you're going to flip over. Did I do these again? Oh, shoot. Yes, I didn't do that right. Then you're going to flip over and you're going to do the 7, 4 headache. You're going to do this as well. Okay. And I'm going to go, I had planned to, my plan is that I was going to upload these answer keys onto here, but obviously I scanned the wrong page. So I'm going to have to go back and fix that now. And then once I get that done, I'll have those uploaded on Google Classroom for you. So you'll have all the answer keys tonight to help you out with this stuff, okay? So I will go and do that. You guys work, and then those will get uploaded probably second hour. Once this video is done and processed, I'll get that at least by second